field. Shooting 2, Warren Richardson. Personal foul, number 33, Caleb Susan, his first person. Shooting 2, number 4, Josiah Johnson. That's his first person. Shooting 2, number 12, Christian Adams. Coming in for UMHB, number 3, Peyton Brooks, number 23, Nathan Stoles. Foul number 12, Zachary Eagles. That's his first. Coming in for UMHB, number 11, Luke Bailey. Number 30, Kyle Wright. Coming in for UMHB number 1, Todd France. Number 2 is going in return number 24, Walker Lane. Chip shot number 2, Gibson Aaron. Shooting 101, George Stroud. Foul number 3, Nathan Brooks. Shooting 101, Jordan Pride. Setting into a turnover. Number 5, Jared Young. With number 12, Christian Adams. UMHB, number 41, Gannon Harper. Foul number 5, Jared Young. It's his first foul. Again, Parker. It's his first.
Jacob just went down 73-37. So hold on just a second. We're going to have a post-game interview with Coach Scott McAllister.
Just remind everyone it was 73-37, the final score. And we're going to be joined by Coach McAllister here for just a moment. Coach, I know it was a tough night. You knew they came in. They were 10th ranked. They had more players than they had fans here. Mary Hardin-Baylor, tell us a little bit about your thoughts. I know it was really disappointing getting off to such a sluggish start when you fall behind like that. And finally, the team, I thought, did a little bit better in the second half, but it was a little bit too little too late.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we talked to the kids about how well they offensive rebound and how they're just really solid fundamentally. They don't turn the ball over. They play great D kind of thing, and you got to be able to swing the ball and run through your stuff and not hold it. And the entire first half, especially at the very beginning, you know, we held on to the ball and allowed them to get back to help. The ball never changed sides kind of thing, and then we're taking one shot and they're getting the rebound running down the other end. Defensively, we were trying to do a couple things, and as soon as they got a couple of buckets and stuff, we stopped talking, and I'll be honest with you, not happy with the effort, and kept trying to plug away. Really pleased with the kids who came in the second half and really got after it. You know, that kind of energy and stuff and that kind of talk and effort is what we need all the time from everybody who's going to be on the floor. Because we play in one of the best conferences in the country. So far, we played number 5 out of conference, number 6 out of conference. We played Mary Hardin-Baylor. I'm pretty sure like the whole conference is just about in the top 30, except for us.
Well, let's talk a little bit about your first year here. I got a little time to get things going. But I thought Ty Moon did a great job. I mean, she was out there. She was one of the bright spots, not only scoring but rebounding, doing everything she could to keep you in the game.
Absolutely. She's the one who lit that fire in the second half along with John A. Wimbledon. You know, both of them brought so much energy, and we're doing the things that we asked them to do. I mean, we could see flashes where we talk in timeouts like, this is open, do this, look for that, and then you know, whatever our thought processes were, they weren't in line with the coaching staff wanted. And then second half, we get people in there who are just really getting after it, and they're like, okay, yeah, that's open, let me throw it there. And it's just, I think basketball is a pretty simple game.
Well, you know, it just takes some time for everybody to gel. You're going to have one of those games sooner or later when things fall into place. Offensive rebounds, they were just hard to come by tonight. And then the three-point shot just wasn't falling, and that really hurts you.
Right. And we told them, like, hey, these guys offensive rebound at a really high clip, as well as defensive rebounding. And, you know, we just told them that one of the things is that when the ball goes up, you've got to crash and you got to push them underneath. And defensively, you've got to create a bigger cut because they go hard to it. And they're big and they're strong and they're long. And so, you know, hopefully this is a good lesson for us, you know, going into practice, and that, hey, got to get ready for the next one. There's really no break, right? And let's do what we've been taught. Let's do what we've been asked to do, and then do it with a high level of intensity and effort. And we'll be okay. I'll tell you, you know, just watching the effort right there at the end, I'm like, I can work with that, you know, and really pleased with those kids who were out there. Had one of the kids tell me at the end, like, hey, Coach, I need a sub. Like, no, man, got about 1:18. I think you can make it. You're playing way too hard for me to pull you out, so keep going. So,
well, you know, you did win some games in the preseason, 3, a couple of overtime victories, something to build on, but you don't have time to rest. You got Concordia next, don't you?
Right.
Tell us a little bit about them, and are they different from Mary Hardin-Baylor?
Well, I tell you, you know, they were actually up on Mary Hardin-Baylor when they played them in the first half, and the Mary Hardin-Baylor, you know, they just kind of wear you down. But Concordia is going to come after you. You know, they're going to put the ball on the floor. They're going to try to get into the paint. Very similar to what Mary Hardin-Baylor is doing right here, kind of thing. And they've got a couple of kids who can shoot it. So, you know, us being able to defend the paint a little bit off the bounce and then rebound the ball and not turn it over, those are huge. That's the same recipe for every game, just about.
You were trying every combination feasible So it'll be a while before you get settled in on the starting five. But I know you had to be pleased. You had a couple of players in double figures.
Yep.
You just need more leadership. Thomas is going to come around. Some other players will come around. And it will get better before it gets worse. And Coach, our time's run short, but we appreciate you being with us. And we look forward to some more positive visits as the season goes on.
Me too, boss. Me too. I mean, I think the only person that was cheering for me over there was my wife, and I'm pretty sure I paid her to make that happen.
Yeah, well,
all right. Hey, appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
You bet. And we'll look forward to covering the home games. And we'll, again, Coach McAllister, thanks for being with us.
Yes, sir. Go Jackets, baby.
All right.
Man, get 'em.
Maybe we can do it here with the men's play coming up. But anyway, 73-37, the final. First-year Coach McAllister visiting with us here on the post-game show. Want to remind you that the action here on the Letourneau Sports Network is brought to you by Slim's Chickens, Whataburger, Bubba's 33, McAllister Newt's Eatery, Krista's Sports Medicine, and Crunch Fitness. We can just keep my partner away from the pizza. I think we'll be okay. But we got to move on, and the men's game should be a good one, right?
It should. We have 2 minutes and 30 seconds before tip-off, and just real quick, Letourneau's back home for just the second time. Gary, this year, the Yellow Jackets defeated Texas College in overtime on November 10th before hitting the road for 6 straight in the James Wallace area. Letourneau was 11-1 at home, with the lone loss coming to UMHB. They entered the night on a 3-game losing streak. The Yellow Jackets fell to Hardin Simmons 76-64 the other night, and 95-83 to McMurray. And then in all 3 losses, they've had the lead going into the second half, almost into the fourth quarter. They just haven't been able to finish it off. Deontay Jackson is off to a torrid start this junior year, Gary. Jackson scored a career-high 38 points in the loss to McMurray and has a 20-point-plus games in all 7 contests. Warren Richardson is currently the only player in ASC averaging a double-double. And on the other side of it, Mary Hardin Baylor, they're 2-2, 0-1 in the conference. We are, Yellow Jackets, 0-2 in the conference. So both teams, Gary, are looking for their first conference win.
Nice to get a win if it was to be one over Mary Hardin Baylor. You know, the starters, Warren Richardson will be one of them. He is coming back from last year, a great leader. You've got Christian Adams, and, of course, you got Deontay Jackson. This kid can hit from anywhere on the floor. Leading scorer for the team coming in. We're going to see Walker Blaine and John Argue. Those will be the starters tonight on the men's side for our opponent tonight. We're going to see Gibson Hearn, Joy Johnson, Feely, Wright, and Prince. So we've got a good matchup here. Problem is, Mary Hardin Baylor has literally owned Letourneau, but not by much. Last year, a heartbreaking loss at the end really hurt because it cost them a chance at the conference title. Letourneau finished 22-5, and it was disappointing not getting that at-large bid that they got a few years ago.
Right.
They didn't. When you win 20-plus games,
I know.
that should be enough, especially when you consider the schedule. But Coach Wallace, ready. He'll have his troops ready to go, and we'll have a great game coming up here.
I feel we will, Gary. And like I said, you don't want to go down 0-3 early in the conference season. Sometimes that happens, and you want to pick up that first conference win to get you rolling.
Well, we're having a few preliminaries down on the floor. We'll pause for these messages, be back, and we'll talk about the game and bring it to you live here from Solheim Arena after these messages. Do the national anthem.
Passion's love. Passion is love for what you do. Because I think when you face challenges, it comes down to how much you want it and how much you love it. Passion is what keeps you going forward. Seeing so many people that were like-minded and so hardworking in their sport and academics, being surrounded by like-minded people makes you want to be more passionate. I think it pushes you to a different level that maybe you didn't think you had. And you can do the best of both worlds and love all of it. When you're in college, you kind of find out who you are. And throughout your 4 years, you develop yourself with all the different experiences, which leads into dedicating yourself to your community, to your family. So when you're a senior, you're coming out a well-rounded person.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests outside of the classroom and outside of the court or field. I've had the ability to get into different activities and organizations, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
Getting to be involved in a lot of different things, ranging from obviously being a student athlete to getting involved with my campus and my community, and not only being allowed to do that, but being encouraged to do that.
The opportunity to be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, to have the professors know me on a personal level, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
Being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference. It really helps you develop thinking from other people's perspectives and looking at problems from outside the box.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
I've definitely learned how to really be myself. I found out, yes, I am actually a good leader, and yes, I can actually put myself forward because I am good enough. I can do it.
Coming in to college, I just wanted to get good.
One thing I want to point out, a couple of things here before we get started. We mentioned a little bit about the starting lineup. It's a great crowd here. We had virtually nobody for the women's game, but already the seats are filling up on both sides of the arena. And something else, when you walk in, you're going to smell something good. The popcorn, the concession stand is second to none here. So if you come out and want to watch the basketball, enjoy some of that Solheim Arena concession stand food, especially the popcorn, but don't get it anywhere close to Blaze, because if you do, you won't see it. All right, Blaze, you're doing the play-by-play of this one. Tell us a little more about it.
Well, what we have here is, like I said at the outset of this, we have two teams that are very hungry to win their first conference ball game, Gary. The poor Mary Hart got beat by, was it Concordia the other night? In a good game, and then we're coming off of two losses to Hardin-Simmons and McMurray back-to-back in Abilene. And so we're starting our homestand. We're just hoping we can get some momentum going for these next 4 games at home.
You're going to see a hard-fought game, I can tell you that, simply because these teams have a lot of pride in their programs. They don't like losing them. Both of them are 0-4 in conference play, and both of them don't want to go still winless in conference play. So you're going to see, I can tell you right now, a knockdown, drag-out fight. Of course, Letourneau introducing their starters right now. They're in like the women in the white uniforms. We see Warren Richardson out on the floor, Deontay Jackson. We've got a lot of good players on this team returning from last year. Now, we lost some great ones in Eberhardt and others, but this team, before it's all said and done, Coach Wallace will have them contending, I'm sure.
The other 3 starters besides Warren and Deontay are Christian Adams. He's averaging 10.7 a game. We have Walker Blaine at forward and guard, averaging 9.6. And John Arview, our big center underneath, averaging 9.4. So here we go.
And we got a couple of players from Nacogdoches. One of them, though, Deontay Jackson, is from Nacogdoches High. The other one is from Central Heights. People forget, but there are 2 high schools in Nacogdoches.
That's right.
And so Nacogdoches has produced some thoroughbreds in the years in basketball at both Central Heights and Nacogdoches, and we are benefiting from them. And, of course, during the preseason, Letourneau plays an exhibition game against Stephen F. Austin every year. But we're down to a big game tonight. Letourneau felt they were denied last year. They would love to get off to a good start tonight and win this game.
Kind of a little payback.
You bet.
Payback match. We have Warren Richardson about to tip off for Letourneau. Number 1, Ty Prince is tipping for Mary Hardin Baylor.
Mary Hardin, just like the women there in the purple uniforms. White trousers, white trim, gold trim for Letourneau. Here we go.
And Mary Hardin controls the tip. Bringing it across the timeline. Right side of the key, top of the key. Screen high. Mary Hardin swings back to the left side of the wing. Looks like they're running a little motion offense. Number 30 gets the ball in. Kyle Wright gets it over to number 4 with the 3-point attempt and a miss. Scramble for the rebound, and Warren Richardson comes up with it.
Richardson, great job blocking out, getting that defensive rebound. Let's see if he can't get the offense going here. Is Deontay Jackson across midcourt.
Kicks it over to Walker Blaine in the corner. Walker's known for pulling a three every now and again over there. Back over to Jordan. Deontay Jackson with the three, just off the corner of the rim. Fight for the ball, and Mary Hardin comes up with it. Kicks it out down the left wing. Drives the lane, number 4 with the pull-up shot, and good for Mary Hardin Baylor.
That is the first points of the ball game, 2-0 now. Mary Hardin Baylor on top. Let's see if the Yellow Jackets can respond here.
Deontay Jackson's getting double teamed. You can tell they're wanting to get him the ball out of his hands. Over to Walker Blaine in the corner. He drives the baseline over to Warren Richardson up and fouled from behind.
No doubt about that. When he was going up for the one-handed jam, it looked like, and a hit from behind, and that foul very clear, and that's going to send a pretty good free throw shooter to the free throw line, I believe.
Absolutely. He was going to finish that off with authority. Got fouled from behind, so the first one is up, and it's good. That's a good touch by Warren.
Warren Richardson, no doubt about it, going to be one of the team leaders this year. And he can do it all. Offensive rebounding, defensive rebounding, shooting, and free throw shooting. And I brag on him and he missed one.
Second one is just off the mark, 2-1. Mary Hardin Baylor up with 18:38 left to go in the first half. Bring it down the left side. Number 11 has the top of the key. Looks like we have Caleb Caesars in. And we have a foul call.
Yeah, a lot of contact. These two teams are so physical with each other.
Caleb Caesar gets in real quick, and he picks up his first foul. Two shots for Mary Hardin's Josiah Johnson. First shot's up, and it's good.
3-1, Mary Hardin Baylor, the Crusaders. Nice crowd here.
Oh, it's almost like a blink of an eye, Gary, and it filled up very quickly. Second shot is up, and it is good. 4-1 with 18:28 to go in the first half. Deontay Jackson is bringing the ball down. There's Mary Hardin Baylor's playing a man-to-man defense. Down the right side, Conte goes. Swings back over. Warren gets it at the top key. Look for somebody to break open. Finds Walker Blaine in the corner. He fakes the shot. Kick pass over to Deontay. Down to the corner, kicks it back over to Caesar. Walker Blaine from 3, and off. Ball is tipped around, and Mary Hardin Baylor comes up with it.
Offensive rebound's been hard to come by. Here's the three-pointer on the way. Got it.
It is good for number 1, Ty Prince. He's their big man on the court. He steps back and knocks the three. 77-1. Mary Hardin takes a 6-point lead. Conte's bringing the ball down. Still in man-to-man defense, driving the right side. Comes off a pick from Warren Richardson.
Well, it's easy to see the game plan. They're double teaming Deontay, putting the pressure on him. Warren Richardson gets it up and in.
He drew contact and finished 7-3. Mary Hardin Baylor up.
Nice bank shot by Richardson.
Caesar playing some defense. Makes him kick the ball out. Number 1 shoots another three-pointer, and it's good. That's Ty Prince for Mary Hardin Baylor. That's his second in a row. 10-3. Mary Hardin Baylor leads.
They're going to come out and pressure Deontay all night long, but so far they've handled it well.
Yeah, it looks like a reaching foul on possibly number 4, Josiah Johnson for Mary Hardin Baylor.
I watched this team so many times before Blaze fall behind, but they fight their way back every time, especially on the home floor. Down 10-3 now, and really great player, great free throw shooter at the line now for Letourneau.
Christian Adams has great touch at the line. He drove right side, jumped up, looked like he was going to do a little jump hook, got fouled on the arms. He gets 2 free throws for that.
See if we can't slice into that 7-point lead by Mary Hardin Baylor.
First shot is up and good. Nothing at the bottom of the net. That was pure as soon as you saw him release it. 16:52 left in the first half. Second shot is on its way, and it's good. 10-5. Mary Hardin. Number 30, Kyle Wright's bringing the ball down for Mary Hardin Baylor. Swings it to the top of the key to Josiah Johnson. He dribbles to the elbow, gets it to number 2, who pump fakes it. He stops. Gibson Hearn gets a three-pointer.
Three-pointers are hurting Letourneau right now, and got to get somebody out there on the perimeter.
Right, that's 3 in a row, I believe. Keontae Johnson drives around, and they're double-teaming Keontae. Once again, he gets over to Caesar. Walker Blaine for 3. Hits it. Great shot. That was much needed.
And that's what the Yellow Jackets needed. They needed to respond, and they did with the three-pointer from the corner. Now it's only a 5-point lead in favor of the Crusaders.
Johnson shoots, and there's a call. It's like it's an offensive foul on Mary Hardin-Baylor, number 30. Number 30, Kyle Wright. So that was great because that ball went down. So Christian Adams bringing the ball. Still have Keontae Jackson on the court, Warren Richardson, Walker Blaine, and Caleb Caesar. So Keontae gets the ball in. Number 3, Peyton Brooks is covering Keontae. Keontae comes around the screen, gets it over. Walker Blaine has it on the left wing, drives across the free throw line. Adams kicks it back over to Caleb Caesar for a three-pointer. And in. Big shot for Caleb.
Now it's only a 2-point game in favor of Mary Hardin-Baylor. Thanks to that three-pointer.
Josiah Johnson puts up a shot at the free throw line and misses. Warren Richardson with the rebound. Keontae Jackson.
Richardson with a great defensive board, blocking out, not allowing the offensive rebound. You got to do that a lot tonight.
You do. To stay in this day, you do. Keontae bringing the ball down, gets a screen. They're double-teaming him again. He's looking for help. Gets it over to Christian Adams. Christian Adams on the right side of the wing. Takes his man into the lane, up for the layup, and off. Warren Richardson tips it. Ty Prince, number 1, the big man for them, brings the ball down. He's dribbling around. Christian Adams gives him a little trouble. Ball's on the block. Looks like a turnover. Warren Richardson picks it up. Gets it over to Christian Adams. Adams brings it across the timeline. Left side, Walker Blaine in the left corner. Back over to Adams. He's dribbling around, looking for an open man. Find Warren Richardson underneath. Kicks it over to Keontae. We thought we heard a whistle, but no. Warren Richardson gets the ball underneath. He fouled him, and it looks like it's a good chance for a three-point play for Warren Richardson.
And a chance to take the first lead of the game for Letourneau if they can make the free throw.
That's great ball movement. Great ball movement for the Yellow Jackets.
Timeout on the floor with Letourneau tying it up. We'll be back right after this.
At Slim Chickens, there's a reason we hang guitars on our walls and play the blues loud. The same reason we only serve 100% all-natural chicken tenders, because that's the way we like it. There's a reason we treat you like family and serve food just like you would at home, because you deserve to have it that way. And there's a reason it's made fresh when you order and served hot, because that's our promise to you. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
That's the man.
There you go.
What's the secret ingredient to great chili? Ours is a Whataburger.
All right, we're back. Warren Richardson will be going to the free throw line. He got the ball down low, went up hard for a layup, got fouled, and made the bucket. So he has a chance to put Letourneau up 14-13 with 14:45 left in the first half. What do you think of that move, Gary?
And give the Yellow Jackets their first lead of the game. Remember, they fell behind early. And it would really be nice if he could finish this play and make it a three-point play and give them their first lead.
And if you're around basketball enough, it's a game of ebbs and flows, of runs. Sometimes you'll go on a 7-1 run, go down on a 10-1 run. And Letourneau's made a big run to get back into this thing and possibly take the lead. Warren has the ball in his hand. Ball is up and in for the first lead, I guess, for Letourneau.
In the game, 14-13.
Ty Prince bringing the ball down on the right side for Mary Hardin-Baylor. Gets it up to the top of the key to Nathan Stoitz. He's eyeing the situation, swings the ball over to Brooks. He's on the left elbow, gets back to Ty Prince for a three-point shot and in. I believe that's his third three-pointer of the game. So we need to watch him. Keontae gets the ball. Bringing the ball down the left side of the court. Gets it over to Christian Adams. Adams on the right side gets to Warren Richardson at the top of the key. That looks like Jordan Pride is in now. Gets it to Keontae on the right side. He's surveying the situation. Finds Jordan Pride in the corner. He drives the baseline. Kicks it over to Caleb Caesar for a long three. off the rim, and rebounded by Marion Hardin-Baylor. Brooks bringing the ball down the right side. Caleb Caesar checks him up top, drives the lane, and Brooks. No, Josiah Johnson for Marion Hardin-Baylor makes
So
a hard
back-to-back baskets giving the lead again. This one almost looked too easy with the lay-in, and now Letourneau got to get back in rhythm on offense.
Got to get back. Got to have something positive. Have Christian Adams gets the ball to Warden Richardson, back over to Adams, swings it over to Jordan Pride with a long three off the rim. Rebound to Mary Hardin-Baylor.
And like the women, the offensive rebounding has not been coming for the men yet.
Blocked by Warren Richardson. Prince went down for a lay-in, and he just came out of
And
nowhere.
what a block that was.
Over to Keontae for a long three-pointer. Off the rim. Rebounded Mary Hardin-Baylor.
18-14, they lead it.
Down the left side. Good defense by Jordan Pride. And another three for Josiah Johnson. That's about their fifth three of the game so far, so they're lighting it up from outside the arc.
Yeah, 8 unanswered points now for Mary Hardin as they switch the momentum.
Jackson at the top of the key with the ball, looking for the offense. Gets the ball over to Caleb Caesar. He turns, faces the bucket, looking for some help. Gets it over to Jordan Pride on the left side. Back to Keontae at the top of the key. He drives to the right side. Gets it over to Christian Adams with a step-back three. And good. That's a tough shot.
He had to have that one, and it makes it 21-16. They make that 21-17. 4-point lead, a one-possession game.
Ty Prince driving the ball. Gets inside, kicks it to the right side. A long three for Mary Hardin-Baylor. Off. That may be one. Okay, that's going the other way. It's a foul on Mary Hardin-Baylor. Let's see who that's against.
Stops the clock with 12:21 remaining. Many of you tuning in, 21-17. Mary Hardin-Baylor leading. Letourneau managed to get their first lead with a free throw moments ago, but 3 baskets in succession gave Mary Hardin-Baylor the lead back.
Okay, Adams gets the ball into Keontae Jackson coming down the middle of the court. Mary Hardin-Baylor's look like they're still in a man-to-man defense. They've been trying to get the ball out of Keontae's hands. Caleb Caesar has it on the right side, gets it over to Jordan Pride down low. Richardson gets it close to the block, looking for something to happen, kicks it back out to Caesar. Caesar gets over it. Well, that was the over to Pride. Keontae has it on the right side. A 12-footer up, just off the mark. Rebound, Christian Adams. Another possession for the Yellow Jackets. Keontae's driving the right side. Can't find anybody open. Swings it over to Christian Adams, who drives the baseline up and in.
One at the shot, did a nice job penetrating. Had plenty of time left on the shot clock. Got it to go, and now only a 2-point Mary Hardin-Baylor lead.
It was a great ball movement for the Yellow Jackets that time. Top of the key for Mary Hardin-Baylor. Gets over to Josiah Johnson. Swing pass over to number 3, Peyton Brooks. Gets it back over to Johnson. Good defense by Jordan Pride. There's a scramble for the ball. It's a three-pointer by Mary Hardin, and good. That was just a mad scramble to get it. Number 1 throws it up. His name is
They are shooting 83% from the three-point line.
And you'll lead a lot of games when you do that. You'll lead a lot of games. Keontae Jackson has the ball at the top of the key. Swings to Christian Adams over to Caleb Caesar. Warren Richardson has it on the elbow. Looking to find something happen.
That's
regains it. Good pass. Oh, who's that off of? Mary Hardin-Baylor.
Well, I think possession will stay with Letourneau, but 9 on the shot clock, 10:52 on the game clock. Timeout on the floor. 24-19 as Mary Hardin-Baylor leading our Letourneau Yellow Jackets. Back with more after this.
What's the secret ingredient to great chili? Ours is a Whataburger. Our new Whataburger chili cheeseburger is served up made to order with 2 fresh all-beef patties, melty cheese, our very own chili, tangy mustard, crisp onions, and even crunchy corn chips. Oh, and here's a tip. You're gonna need both hands to eat this chili. Introducing the all-new chili cheeseburger from Whataburger. Just like you like it.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. It's a 24-19 deficit we have with Mary Hardin-Baylor right now. And, Gary, like you're saying before we went to break, Mary Hardin is at 6 out of 7 three-pointers.
Yeah, that's the difference in the game right now. Now, the Yellow Jackets have responded with some three-pointers of their own, but this game's going to go back and forth all night long. Both of these teams want this game badly. Both are well coached. Both know what to do.
Absolutely.
Whoever wants it the most will end up winning it, believe me.
Absolutely. Both very athletic, it seems. All right, it's going to be Letourneau's ball underneath the bucket. Keontae Jackson is bringing the ball in. Finds Caleb Caesar underneath for an easy lay-in. That's a great play out of a timeout for Coach Wallace.
Yeah, and I think a new pace in the lineup, too, for Letourneau. Here they come.
Oh, a lay-in.
One half shot, the layup good, and it makes it 26-21, back up to a 5-point Mary Hardin-Baylor lead.
Keontae Johnson bringing the ball down. He's top of the key. Swings it over to Jordan Pride. Back over to Keontae at the top. He drives left side. Christian Adams has the ball, drives baseline. Right-handed hook, just misses. Gets it back. Good rebound by Christian Adams. He sets up the offense again. He's on the right side. We have something going on. Probably a clock malfunction. I think they're going to work on here. Let the officials figure that out.
Well, 20 on the shot clock, 10:15 on the game clock. It is 26-21, 5-point lead for Mary Hardin-Baylor.
Walker Blaine back in. Looks like he's coming in for. He's coming in for Jordan Pride. Letourneau ball underneath their bucket. Keontae bringing the ball in, looking for the open man. Finds Walker Blaine in the corner. Walker brings it back up top to set up the offense. Christian Adams has the ball, surveying the situation. Drives, hits the free throw, finds Walker Blaine in his favorite shot. Oh, just off the front of the rim. Ty Prince coming down for Mary Hardin-Baylor. Looks to drive, 10-footer, and in for Mary Hardin-Baylor. 28-21. Mary Hardin-Baylor leads with 9:48 left in the first half. Christian Adams bringing the ball down the right side. Setting up the offense. Warren Richardson looked like he's setting the screen. Then there's the call. Caleb Caesar has the ball, looking around, finds Warren Richardson at the top, swings to the left side for Conte for a three-pointer. Just off the reach of Warren Richardson on the rebound. Mary Hardin-Baylor setting it up now. Josiah Johnson bringing the ball down the left side. Tough shot. And somehow gets it to roll in, a 12-footer from the baseline. 30-21, Mary Hardin-Baylor. Keontae bringing the ball down.
You got to get back into offensive rhythm. Letourneau does now to get back into
You're right. Somebody needs to hit a bucket. Warren brings it to the left side. Caleb Caesar kicks it back to Walker Blaine. That's a great teardrop shot by Walker Blaine. About a 6-foot out runner to cut the lead to 7, 30-23. Prince has it at the top of the key. Finds number 2 underneath. Misses a layup. Blocked by Caleb Caesar. Saved by Keontae. And Gibson Hearn puts in a little 3-foot layup to keep the lead at 9 points for Mary Hardin-Baylor.
32-23 with 8:35 to go before halftime.
Christian Adams on the right side. Hands the ball off to Keontae. Jackson kicks it over to Warren Richardson. Swings it to Caleb Caesar for a long three-pointer. Just off the front of the rim. Mary Hardin-Baylor with the rebound. Ty Prince bringing the ball down for Mary Hardin-Baylor. Looks to drive to the lane. Goes hard. Swings back up to Hearn for a three-pointer. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
Timeout on the floor as they're not missing any threes. 35-23. It is Mary Hardin-Baylor with their biggest lead yet. We're back right after this.
At Slim Chickens, there's a reason we hang guitars on our walls and play the blues loud. The same reason we only serve 100% all-natural chicken tenders, because that's the way we like it. There's a reason we treat you like family and serve food just like you would at home, because you deserve to have it that way. And there's a reason it's made fresh when you order and served hot, because that's our promise to you. Slim Chickens. Fresh, delicious chicken.
Well, welcome back, everybody. 7 of 8 three-pointers, and that's kind of been the story so far. Mary Hardin-Baylor has not missed a lick outside the arc. Gary, Letourneau hasn't played bad.
No, but they've got a rhythm on their offense. It's almost unstoppable. I'm sure Coach Wallace, during that timeout, was saying, hey, guys, we got to get some pressure on the perimeter here.
Absolutely.
Make it more difficult for them to make those shots.
Absolutely. So here we go with 8 minutes left in the first half. Keontae bringing the ball down. Gets the ball over to Jordan Pride on the right side. Swings back to Warren Richardson. Walker Blaine on the left wing, looking for an open Caleb Caesar, who drives, gets to the elbow, back up to Warren. Keontae for a long three. Just off the front of the rim, and he gets his own rebound. Looks to set the offense. Warren swings it over to Caleb Caesar. Swings it back over to Keontae. Walker Blaine looking. He drives the baseline. And it's a turnover. Oh, he called, no. But what this happened is the official blew the whistle and called a blocking foul on number 4, Hosea Johnson, because he was inside the restricted circle. He wasn't far enough out of the circle to get the charge, and so that's going to be a blocking foul, I believe, on Hosea Johnson. So they're taking him out of the ball game. That may be his second, or I think, foul. And so it's Letourneau's ball underneath. Keontae bringing the ball in.
7:38 to go before halftime. Is 12-point lead now for Mary Hardin Baylor.
Walker Blaine drives, finds Caleb Caesar. Caesar gets it to Pride. Pride drives, and there's a foul. Oh, looks like it's going to be a call against Mary Hardin for reaching in. So they're in a little foul trouble now. That's Mary Hardin, Gary, their 7th team foul. So Letourneau's going to be shooting free throws for the rest of the half.
And this is a 1-and-1.
There we go.
Got the first one.
35-24. Mary Hardin Baylor with 7 minutes, 32 seconds left in the first half. Jordan Pride has the ball in his hands, and the second free throw's up. And good touch on it, and it goes down. 35-25. Mary Hardin bringing the ball down the right side, back up to the top of the key. Ty Prince, he's their leader, it seems, inside and out. Has the ball on the left side, posting up down low. Number 11 shoots a jump hook. Luke Freely has a 10-foot jump hook to make it 37-25.
Mary Hardin Baylor, they are so athletic. And if they find any open lane, whether it's the 3 or the 2, they're going to make it.
They're going to take it, and they're going to make it. Jordan Pride on the right side finds Keontae in the corner for a long 3 off the back iron. Once again, though, Keontae goes for the rebound. There's a call. Let's see what the officials decide.
Well, like anytime you have a physical game, a lot of contact like this, you're going to get a lot of fouls.
You are.
And that's going to be a break for Letourneau because they're going to send a pretty good free throw shooter to the line.
That's right. And right now it's 8 fouls against Mary Hardin Baylor, only 1 against Letourneau. So, and there we go. First shot is up and good for Jordan Pride. What is that?
And that's very important in a game like this. You got to make those free throws.
It's keep it close. You're right. So Jordan gets a second free throw here with 7 minutes to go in the first half, and it's good. Makes the score 37-27.
7 minutes to go, first half.
Kyle Wright bringing the ball down for Mary Hardin Baylor. On the right side, gets to the top to Freely. Freely swings to the left side to Ty Prince. Who's surveying the situation. He fakes a 3, decides to pull a long 3, and finally misses one. Rebound for Letourneau. Christian Adams got it. And we have a new, that's Jaron Young is in for Letourneau. Walker Blaine for a long 3, and it's good. Great shot by Walker Blaine.
Letourneau's ability to make threes and free throws have kept them in the game. They're down by 7 right now.
Absolutely. 37-30, 6:20 left on the clock. Prince finds the cutter underneath, and another too easy of a layup for Mary Hardin. Go back up 39-30. Jaron Young bringing the ball down for Letourneau. Goes to the right side, finds Walker Blaine. Who skips passing it over to Jordan Pride. He drives the lane. And it's thrown away. He's trying to get it to Jaron Young in the corner, but just off his fingertips. Gannon Parker coming in for Mary Hardin Baylor. 6 minutes to go. First half. Kyle Wright bringing the ball down. Get it back up to the top. Swing to the left side to Hearn. Hearn gets to Prince in the corner. Back over to Parker. Hearn gets it back over to Prince. Warren Richardson covering Prince. Goes up high. Looks like Warren got a piece of that block. Jaron Young bringing the ball down the right side.
Good defense there. Got to see more of that.
You're right. Great block. All right, Jaron Young setting it up. Calling the play. Gets the ball over to Jordan Adams. Back over to Walker Blaine. Swing pass over to Jordan Pride. Back over to Adams. Back over to Blaine and a three-pointer. And good. Looked like that was going to happen. Looks like that was a play that was called and it went down.
Now it's only a 6-point game.
5 minutes to go. Great execution by Letourneau. Mary Hardin Baylor has the ball on the right side. Hearn has it. Looking for the open cutter. Good defense right now by Letourneau. Man-to-man defense. Okay, we have a call, official call. Looks like he called a little body check from Jaron Young.
Coach Wallace, you can tell he's fired up on the sideline. Of course, It's been raining threes on both sides, just a little bit more for Mary Hardin Baylor.
Yes, they have. We're 5 of 15, and Mary Hardin is 7 of 9 from the arc. We have official. Now we're going to set play. Number 3 bringing it in, Peyton Brooks. For Mary Hardin Baylor, gets it to Hearn. He's on the left side. Christian Adams covering. Warren Richardson covering. Big man down low, goes up. And Todd Prince is so close to the rim. Too easy of a shot for him. Jaron Young bringing the ball down the left side. Setting the play up. Christian Adams on the left side with Walker Blaine. Warren Richardson up top. Jordan Pride on the right side. Jaron Young brings it. Finds Walker Blaine down on the left side. Back over to Young. Drives to the right side, gets it back to Walker Blaine. Swing passes to Jordan Pride. Pride drives the lane, up with the shot. Just off the rim. Todd Prince for the rebound. Bringing it down for Mary Hardin Baylor. Sets up the offense. Looks like he's looking to score. Gets it over on the right side. Oh, it looks like we're going to have a push-off. We sure do. Number 41 has an offensive foul for Gannon Parker. Trying to get too much position down low.
I'm glad the official saw that because it would have been a wide-open shot if he not.
Yeah,
but
he probably would have dunked that home, but you're right. This is a good time for LETU to make a good run at it. Christian Adams bringing the ball down, gets it back over to Young, setting up the offense. Warren Richardson comes up, swings ball over to Jordan Pride, back over to Young, and it goes out of bounds. Looks like there's a little miscommunication on the play. Looks like there may be a timeout. Timeout on the court.
With a score 41-33, Mary Hardin Baylor. 3:55 to go before halftime. Back after this.
Proportion to me is the lived experience of our Division III student athletes. They balance life from an academic perspective and the rigors of competing at a high level, bonding with teammates and building lifelong friendships. But they also are involved in their communities. They work jobs and internships and volunteer. They've learned to be resilient. Diverse experiences are setting them up for the future.
Passion's love. Passion is love for what you do. So I think when you face challenges, it comes down to how much you want it and how much you love it. Passion is what keeps you going forward. Seeing so many people that were like-minded and so hardworking in their sport and academics, being surrounded by like-minded people makes you.
All right, we're back. 3:55 left in the first half. 41, Mary Hardin Baylor. 33, Yellow Jackets. Number 30, Kyle Wright bringing the ball down for Mary Hardin Baylor. Official blows a whistle. Looks like it's going to be a foul on the Yellow Jackets.
Coach Wallace, he was standing right there when the official made that call. A little bit disgusted, but hey, those are the breaks sometimes.
Ball's into Hearn on the left side for Mary Hardin Baylor. Back to Prince, still on the left wing, up to Parker. Prince back at the top, fakes a three. Warren Richardson playing some good defense on him. Back over to Hearn on the left side. Prince at the top again, back over to Hearn on the left. He drives the lane. Warren is waiting for him, and it's a turnover. Christian Adams bringing the ball down. Just what they needed. Walker Blaine over, swings at the Jordan Pride. Down to Warren Richardson. Spin move. Finds the cutter. Oh, great shot for Christian Adams. Great feed by Warren Richardson.
Yeah, great screen. They set it up nicely, and he wasn't going to be denied. One-handed shot goes, and that's a 6-point lead for Mary Hardin Baylor.
Prince at the elbow, drives on Walker Blaine, fakes it, and there's a ball kicked. Whose ball? It stays with Mary Hardin Baylor. Looks like we're going to have substitute number 11 coming in. Luke Feely is coming in for Mary Hardin Baylor, checking in for Gannon Parker. 3:05 left in the first half. Keontae Jackson back in the court for Jaron Young.
6-point game. Mary Hardin Baylor's lead narrowed to 6.
Hearn gets the ball in on the right side. Backed up to number 3. He drives the lane. Warren waiting for him underneath, so he takes the ball back out. Prince has it at the top. He fakes the 3, fires the 3, and makes a 3. Makes score 44-35, Mary Hardin. Keontae Jackson bringing the ball down the right side. Coach Wallace calling the play out. Over to Christian Adams. Adams surveying situation, gets the ball to Warren. Back over to Keontae Jackson on the right side. And a turnover. Prince finds number 11. He goes up. Blocked by Walker Blaine. Boy, that was well needed. Warren Richardson has the ball. Decides to take it. Kicks it back out. Over to Keontae. He swings it to Christian Adams. Adams drives the lane up with his right hand and in.
Boy, he's a smart player. He knows when to shoot him.
He does. And he can fly too, Gary.
44-37, the new score. Mary Hardin Baylor.
Todd Prince has the ball at the top. Swings it over to Peyton Brooks. And looks like Walker Blaine with the steal. Anticipation. That's a great play by Walker Blaine. Minute 50 to go. Keontae bringing the ball down. Letourneau down 44-37. Gets the ball to Christian Adams on the right wing. Top of the key to Warren Richardson. Jordan Pride. Walker Blaine. Fakes a three. Drives the lane. Finds Warren underneath. Gets blocked and hits the lay-in. And has a chance for a three-point play.
That's the way you draw it up. He went in perfectly, got it to go. Now can make it only a 4-point game if he can make it a 3-point play here.
That was great. Little pick and roll action. That's about the third time Warren has dribbled in, gotten hammered, and has a chance for a three-point play. And that's the big thing about finishing halves. If you can finish, coaches always say, if you can finish the half, 3 or 4 minutes left on a positive note, and then go into the halftime feeling that good, that's what you want as a team. And so far, Letourneau has kind of turned it around. The ball's up, free throw, off the back iron, scramble for it, and Mary Hardin ended up with it. Todd Prince bringing it down for Mary Hardin Baylor. Picks up his dribble. Gives the ball over to Luke Freely, who drives in. Ball is up. And a good layup and a foul. I didn't see that one, but I'm further away.
Extends the lead 46-39 now, back out to 7. Trying to make it 8 with a free throw here.
Luke Feely on the line. He gets a one shot out of Argyle, Texas. The ball is up, and it's off the back iron. Rebounded by Christian Adams. One of the Nacogdoches products who does a great job. Keontae Jackson gets the ball over to Jordan Pride, who swings it across the court. Three-pointer up and off the back iron. It was by Jackson Mays, who just missed it. All right, Ty Prince bringing the ball down. Oh, stolen by Mays. He's looking up. He decides to drive all the way in. Left-handed, misses the shot. I guess his feet, he didn't get established back on the court. He touched the ball when he was jumping back in from out of bounds. So the ball goes back over to Mary Hardin Baylor. That's tough. We really needed that lay-in. Just didn't get it. Just play some defense now. There's 54 seconds to go in the first half. 46-39, Mary Hardin.
27 on the shot clock.
Mary Hardin drives the lane. Another turnover. Gets the ball to Christian Adams. He's looking up. He decides to get to Warren, and a slam dunk. Warren goes up high, and Mary Hardin Baylor's called a quick timeout. 38-39. But we had a quick turnover, a slam dunk by Warren Richardson, and now it's 46-41. We got the momentum going. Let's just finish up the half.
All right, play a little defense here.
Prince brings the ball down. It's going to be probably a reach-in foul on Keontae.
One thing that Mary Hardin Baylor has been doing a lot is turning the ball over.
You're right. Absolutely. We have
and that's kind of allowed Letourneau to get back into this game down by only 5 now.
Mary Hardin gets the ball in. 30 seconds to go. 18 on the shot clock. Good defense, man-to-man defense by Letourneau. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Prince has it down low against Richardson. He swings back over to Hearn for a long three-pointer. Short. Rebounded by Hearn. Gets the ball back down low to a teammate. Ball's up, and there's a call. Looks like it's going to be a reaching foul, possibly on number 23, Jackson Mays, for Letourneau.
10 seconds showing. Reminder, tonight's game brought to you by Slim's Chickens, Whataburger, Bubba's 33, McAllister's, Nuke's Eatery, Krista's Sports Medicine, and Crunch Fitness. Our thanks to all our sponsors.
Number 12, Zachary Ingalls at the line, shooting 2 for Mary Hardin Baylor. First shot is up, and it's long. It's long and off. Back iron.
Remains a 5-point lead for Mary Hardin Baylor.
Walker Blaine is coming back in for Letourneau. He comes in for Jordan Pride for the last 10 seconds of the half. probably for some shooting purposes because he is known to hit some long three-pointers. All right, second shot is up for Mary Hardin Baylor, and it is off again. Scramble for the ball. Mary Hardin gets the rebound. Number 11, jump hook, missed. Warren Richardson with the rebound. There's 4 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Keontae with a three-pointer. Oh, just off the back iron. So that ends the first half with the score. Mary Hardin Baylor, 46. Letourneau Yellow.
It's really, it looks great.
All right.
Good atmosphere. You got chairback seating. And for a short time, and a short time only, Blaze will offer free autographs.
If you can understand what I'm writing there, my penmanship is not the greatest. Folks, here we go. It's Letourneau's ball to start the second half. Christian Adams going to bring the ball in. We have Deontay Jackson on the floor along with Caleb Caesar, Walker Blaine, Warren Richardson to round out the 5. And here we go. Deontay bringing the ball across the timeline on the right side, gets it over to Christian Adams. Surveying situation, swings back to Warren Richardson. To Walker Blaine on the left side, who drives the baseline, gets stopped. Back over to Caesar. Deontay brings it, he's at the top. Back over. Walker Blaine kind of trips up, but regains his, with 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Looking for an open guy. Christian has it on the left side. Makes a move, and the ball is thrown away.
Well, a lot of pressure there with the shot clock going down, and they pass a little bit too tall.
All right, here we go. Hearn has it for the Mary Hardin Baylor squad. Bring it down the right side. Going to try to keep, hopefully, a check on Mr. Prince this half. Hopefully he won't go for 16. He has the ball in his hands right now. Looking for an open man. Good defense by Warren Richardson. Caesar covering up Josiah Johnson. Fade away, 12-footer, and in. For Josiah Johnson, that's a great shot. Good defense by Caleb Caesar, but just a better shot.
Yeah, and they get the first points to begin the second half. Not what you wanted to happen.
No. Deontay bringing the ball. He's at the top of the key. Double team again. Real quick double team. Walker does find the ball for us. Gets it over to Caesar on the left side. Walker Blaine gets it to Deontay. Drives the lane. Finds Warren underneath, and it's dropped. Back the other way from Mary Hardin Baylor.
Turns the ball over. What Mary Hardin Baylor is saying, you may beat us, but you're not going to beat us with Deontay Jackson.
That's right. They are doing their dead level best to take him out of the ball game. Kyle Wright has the ball on the right side. Gets it over to Hearn. Back down to Freely on the block. Who turns. Fade away jumper. Missed with a rebound. Great rebound for Letourneau. So Deontay has the ball, bringing it down the right side.
Yellow Jackets have not scored here in the second half. Need to get their first points right here.
Jackson brings it over, gets the ball over to Christian Adams. Down low to Warren Richardson. Kicks it out to Adams. Walker Blaine for the long three. And good.
Good way to get your first bucket in the second half. Now only a 4-point game.
Like you said, Gary, this is going to be a barn burner here in the second half. Fraley has the ball at the top. Gets it over to Prince. Fakes the three. Walker Blaine picks Prince up. Hearn on the right side. Back over to Prince. He drives the lane. Little jump hook. Off. Rebound by Walker Blaine. Going back the other way. Gets the ball over to Deontay Jackson, who's setting up the offense. Calls out the play from Coach Wallace. They're not double teaming him yet. Ball over to Christian Adams. Finds Warren Richardson cutting underneath. Little right-handed jump hook, and good. Little 5-footer for Warren.
Now only a 2-point game.
Great execution. Great execution by the Yellow Jackets.
Being patient, looking for the open shot.
Josiah Johnson brings the ball down, drives the lane, right-handed up. Oh, tough shot. Lay-in is good and fouled by Caleb Caesar.
Both these teams are very well coached. They'll take advantage of anything you give them.
You're right.
And they were taking advantage of what was right there. Now trying to make it a 3-point play here at the free throw line.
Kyle Wright and Ty Prince sitting down for Mary Hardin Baylor. 46-50. Mary Hardin Baylor's up. One free throw goes up for Josiah Johnson, and it rolls around and goes in. 5-point lead. 17 minutes left in the second half. Deontay's bringing the ball down right side, setting up the offense. Warren Richardson coming over to Posse. He does set a screen and rolls to the bucket. Gets it over to Adams. Another three-pointer for Walker Blaine. Oh, just off the side. Rebound by Kyle Wright. Bringing the ball down the left side. Jackson playing defense on him. swings the ball to the right wing. Number 3, Peyton Brooks gets it over to Hearn. Gets the ball back over. 12-foot jump shot. Rolls out. Christian Adams with the big rebound, which was needed. Jackson for a long 3. Oh, just off the front iron. Rebound by Mary Hardin-Baylor. Coming back the other way. Braley brings the ball down, going against Walker Blaine. Walker does a fine job with defensively. Hosea Johnson on the right side brings the ball back up top of the key. Oh, we have an official call. Offensive foul. Offensive foul, Mary Hardin-Baylor. See, that was called on Freely. All right, going back the other way. Christian Adams gets the ball into Deontay Jackson. Calling out the play. Back over to Christian. Setting it up on the left side. And Walker Blaine in, along with Jordan Pride, Warren Richardson, and Deontay Jackson. Jackson gets it left side, long 3, just off the back iron. He's yet to get his first bucket, Gary. Hosea Johnson bringing the ball down the left side. Back cut. Good defense by Warren Richardson on number 23, Nathan Stoltz. Really has the ball up top. 15-footer. And in for Mary Hardin-Baylor. We got a call here. Let's see what it is. Looks like it may be, yes, it's on number 3. A checking foul on number 3 for Mary Hardin-Baylor. Peyton Brooks, we'll take that. All right. We're down 7 points. 15:25 left in the second half. Christian Adams bringing the ball down the right side, setting up the offense. Warren sets the screen over to Jordan Pride. Conte drives the lane, up with his left hand, and in. That may be the start of some great things to come for Mr. Jackson. Great shot. Cuts the lead to 5. Hosea Johnson at the top of the key. Drives against, what's the call? Looks like they're going to call a little blocking foul on Christian Adams. As physical as this game has been all night, kind of surprised that was called, but it was. That's okay. There's a timeout on the court, it looks like.
53-48, 5-point lead, just as a Dallas Cowboy game right now, or a bowl game right now. So,
well, here we go. Still a 5-point lead for Mary Hardin-Baylor like it was at halftime. Ball's in at the top of the key. Back over to Peyton Brooks. Back at the top of the key. Hosea Johnson stay at the top, driving against Jordan Pride. 12-foot fadeaway. Tough shot, and it falls for Mary Hardin-Baylor. Josiah Johnson, so back up to 7-point lead. Deontay Jackson bringing the ball down, looks to drive, goes back to the left side, gets it to Christian Adams, who's surveying the situation on the left side. Dribbles a couple times, poked away, but saved by Christian. Still 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Ball's tipped out of bounds by Mary Hardin-Baylor. So it'll be Letourneau's ball on the left side.
8 left on the shot clock, 14:30 left on the game clock here. So need to get a basket and get it quickly.
Yes, sir. A quick basket. Got 8 seconds to get it. So we'll see what we set up. Gets the ball down low to Walker Blaine. He does a couple dribbles and gets it stolen. Down the right side, Mary Hardin-Baylor comes. Gets it over to Ty Prince, who's back in the ball game. Drives in. Kicks it back outside. Corner shot from number 3. Misses it. Rebound by Mary Hardin-Baylor. Free throw up. 2-point shot by the free throw line. So just like that, it's a 57-48 lead. Mary Hardin-Baylor, 14 minutes to go in the second half. Deontay bringing the ball down the left side. Surveying situation, drives in. Behind his back, finds Warren Richardson underneath, and it's turned over. Down the right side, Mary Hardin-Baylor goes. Turnover. Jordan Pride gets it steal. Back over to Deontay Jackson at the top of the key. Drives the left side. Gets a screen from Warren. Christian Adams swings the ball over to Jordan Pride. Gets the ball back to Christian Adams. Back to the right side. Warren Richardson makes a move on the right block. And the ball is turned over. Down the right side, Mary Hardin-Baylor goes with Josiah Johnson. Goes down. Goes up with a right-handed layup. And gets fouled. Looks like it's going to be a foul on Deontay Jackson.
Well, Jackson's absence from scoring definitely is being felt.
It is being felt. Number 4, Hosea Johnson gets 2 shots. with 13-18 to go.
I have spotted a few students here in the audience for Letourneau.
All right, we have a 10-point lead. Well, it was cut to 4, cut to 2 maybe. But back up to a 10-point lead for Mary Hardin. Second free throw is up and good. 13-18 to go in the half, 59-48. Mary Hardin Baylor. Deontay bringing the ball down the right side. Setting up the offense. Jordan Pride gets it. Still on the right side over to Warren Richardson. Left side to Christian Adams. Back up top to Jordan Pride. Walker Blaine has it. A long three for Walker. Just off the back iron, but Christian Adams runs it down for a great offensive rebound. Drives the baseline. Over to Keontae Jackson for the three and off the back iron. Rebound, Mary Hardin Baylor. Down the right side, Jose.
2-minute missed shot too in the second half.
Yes, they're making, we're missing right now. Looks like Josiah Johnson fires it off of Brooks' left knee for Mary Hardin Baylor. So turn the ball over. That's what we needed. Need to get a run going here. Down 11 points with 12:39 to go. Christian Adams brings the ball into Keontae Jackson. And setting it up. See what we can go here. Walker Blaine up top. Keontae bringing it to the right side. Gets it to Jordan Driver. Warren has it at the top. Over to Christian Adams. Back over to Driver. Keontae gets it. Setting it up on the right side. Dribbles over to the left. Gets it over to Christian Adams. Looking for an open spot. Drives. Drives with left hand. Up, high, hard, and in. And he got body contact. No call. Great layup.
9-point game.
Josiah Johnson back in. Goes up with his right hand. Oh, mercy. Foul called. Foul called on play. Looks like it's going to be on maybe Jordan Pride. That's a tough call.
12 minutes for a comeback.
Let's see here. And the official's going to kind of explain what he saw. It's Coach Wallace there. Looked like Josiah Johnson's going to get 2 more free throws. His team's up 59-50. 12 minutes to go in the second half. And it's good. 60-50, Mary Hardin Baylor up. Josiah gets a second shot. Ball is up. And it rattles in. So 12 minutes to go in the second half. 61-50, Mary Hardin Baylor. Christian Adams has the ball on the left side. Brings the ball down, gets it over to Deontay. He surveys the situation, looks around, finds Walker Blaine at the left elbow. Jordan Pride has it back over to Walker Blaine. A long three-pointer off the back iron. Rebound, Mary Hardin Baylor. Kyle Wright bringing the ball down for Mary Hardin Baylor at the top. Gets it to Josiah Johnson, setting up the offense. Back over to Peyton Brooks. Over to Ty Prince on the right corner. Walker Blaine's checking him defensively. Fade away for Prince. Off the iron. Rebound. Rattled around. Jordan Pride with a much-needed rebound over to the left side for Christian Adams. Setting up the offense. Walker Blaine. Deep left side. Back over to Jordan Pride on the right side. Warren Richardson looked like he might set a screen. And Deontay gets the ball on the right side. Drives the lane. Looks for the opening. Swings the ball over to Christian Adams for a long three. Off the back iron. We have a call. What could it be? What's the official going to say? Looks like Christian Adams may have been fouled on that three-point shot, Gary.
Yeah, for being able to shoot free throws under pressure. So we'll see if we can do it here.
First ball is up. And
good.
In. Very good. I believe he gets 2 more. 10:59 left in the second half. 10-point lead for Mary Hardin Baylor, 61-51. Second shot is up and good. And that helps when you're down. You're making shots with no time expiring off the clock. So that's benefit for us. Third shot is up. Oh, just off the back iron. There's a scramble for the ball. And Mary Hardin Baylor ends up with it. Bring it down Kyle Wright to the left side. Deontay Coverty. Back over to Josiah Johnson. Swings pass over to Ty Prince. Fakes the three. Gets it back over to Josiah Johnson. He's been doing a lot of driving in the second half. Ty Prince fakes the three. Warren goes up. Drives the lane. And Ty Prince with the easy lay-in. Oh, turnover, Letourneau. Ball just popped off of Deontay Jackson's leg, out of bounds. Mary Hardin-Baylor's ball on the left side. Jaron Young in for Christian Adams for Letourneau. 10:34 left in the second half. Ball goes into Ty Prince, posts up Warren, and an easy lay in. Makes a shot, the lead 65-52. Mary Hardin-Baylor. Jaron Young bringing the ball to the right side, gets it over to Deontay Jackson. Surveying the court, behind the back, gets to the right elbow, drives underneath the paint, looking for some, finds Warren on the left side. Warren swings pass over to Jaron Young, looking for a cutter. Drives the right side. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Keontae knows that. Turnover, Letourneau. Hearn has the ball. Gets it over to Ty Prince for Mary Hardin-Baylor. He drives the lanes at the right side. Up with his left hand. Block shot. And a foul call. Looks like the official's going to call on John Argue of Letourneau. And it's going to be a shooting foul. So Ty Prince will go to the free throw line, shooting 2 shots. He lets the first foul on John Argue. All right, 9 minutes, 54 seconds left in the contest. First shot is up and good.
Biggest lead of the game now, 66-52.
Caleb Caesar back in the game for John Argue.
Yeah, it makes it 14. Make it 15 with a free throw here.
Second shot is up and rattles home. 15-point lead. Here we go. Jaron Young bringing the ball down for Letourneau. Setting up the offense. Down the right side. Gets it over to Jordan Pride. Warren Richardson has it at the top. On the left side of Caleb Caesar. Swings it back to Jaron Young. Drives the lane. Kicks it outside to Caesar. Back over to Pride. And official calls a charge.
I hate to say it, but that was an offensive foul, no doubt about it. He knocked him to the floor, and when things go bad, they go bad. When it rains, it pours.
When it rains, it pours. It just kind of snowballs on you sometimes. Christian Adams back in the ball game for Jaron Young. 9:32 left in the ball game. Mary Hardin-Baylor's ball. Kyle Wright bringing the ball down, gets it over to Prince. Who in turn hands it to Hosea Johnson. Finds Kyle Wright underneath, misses the lay-in. Good defense by Deontay. Finds the number 11, cutting for an easy lay-in, Luke Feely.
69-52, now we're getting a little out of hand here. 9 minutes to play.
Deontay Jackson brings the ball down the left side. Swings back over, Christian Adams over. Jordan Pride on the right side, swings back to Jackson. Three-pointer up for Christian Adams and short. Rebound Ty Prince for Mary Hardin-Baylor.
Too many missed shots, too many turnovers.
Yes, that is not a good recipe.
There we go.
Speaking of recipe, Warren Richardson gets the steal, drives, and it is tipped by Mary Hardin-Baylor.
Fortunately, possession will stay with Letourneau.
I know. I missed that, but it worked out for the Yellow Jackets. All right.
Like I say, when things go bad, they go bad, don't they?
We need to turn the tide somehow. Deontay Jackson has the ball. Gets the ball into Christian Adams, who in turn gets it to Jordan Pride at the top of the key. Jordan drives the lane, stops, looking for somebody open. There's a scramble for the ball. It looks like they're going to call a jump. And it's Mary Hardin-Baylor's possession. Going the other way. Looks like Walker Blaine's coming in for Letourneau. He's coming in for Jordan Pride's going to go out and get a rest.
It got to be frustrating because you had the lead down to 4 at one point in the second half.
Down to 4. Things were going really good. And all of a sudden, like you said earlier, Gary, a couple turnovers, a couple missed shots, a couple threes for the other team, and it's a double-digit lead again. Okay, Kyle Wright bringing the ball down. Gets it over to Feely at the top of the key. Right side for Mary Hardin-Baylor. We have a call. It's like a little offensive foul. So there you go.
Watch the Mary Hardin-Baylor coach, and he's not happy with that call. He could have drawn the check easy.
Yeah. All right, here we go. We need a bucket. 8 minutes, 15 seconds left to go in the second half.
Need a lot of buckets.
Deontay Jackson bringing the ball down the right side. He's looking for the open man. Gets it to Christian Adams. Surveying. Finds Caleb Caesar underneath. He's on the block. Makes a move. Goes up. Left hand. Misses. Ball's tipped out of bounds. It stays for Letourneau. Stays with Letourneau.
Plenty of time on the shot clock, 20 on the shot clock. But you've got 8 minutes on the game clock, so you got a lot of catching up to do in a hurry.
We do. All right, Deontay bringing the ball in. Officials saying 14. Maybe on the shot clock. Yes, sir. So there's 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Deontay gets the ball into Warren, who fakes the pass, drives in, slam dunk. That may be what will turn the tide for Letourneau.
Now 15-point game, 69-54.
Here we go. Kyle Wright bringing the ball down the left side. Deontay pressuring him, looking for that turnover. Caleb Caesar playing some defense on Brooks. Warren Richardson up top playing hard for the steal. 15 seconds on the shot clock for Mary Hardin Baylor. Finds the cutter, Hearn underneath, left hand miss. Caleb Caesar with the rebound. And off Christian Adams goes down the left side. Looking for something positive to happen. Drives the lane, kicks it back to Warren Richardson. Fires over to Deontay for a three. Oh, just off the back iron. Oh, rebound, Walker Blaine. Kicks it back out to Deontay Jackson. Takes up the offense. Drives the lane, right hand and good.
And his first points of the game.
Mercy, it took a
7:16 to go.
69-56.
Let's hope that's a good omen for things to come down the stretch here.
Absolutely. So Mary Hardin Baylor swings the ball to the left side. Brooks drives the lane. Ball's kicked around. Mary Hardin Baylor keeps possession on the right side. Over to Feely on the left side. Between his legs. Walker Blaine plays defense. Ball's up. Shot. Rebound, Ward Richardson. And he draws a foul by Hearn. Mary Hardin.
That was it. You couldn't miss that one, even if your CNI dog was out of position. That was a blatant foul.
Absolutely, absolutely. Good. And our shots have been a little bit off. And so, with the officials are getting something sorted out, Christian Adams has the ball in his hands, and off we go. 6:49 left. See what the Yellow Jackets can do coming down the stretch. Deontay Jackson bringing the ball down the right side, hands the ball over to Christian Adams, who has it on the right side, gets it to Warren Richardson, swings the ball over to Walker Blaine. He's looking for an open spot, finds Warren underneath. Warren makes a move, little jump hook, right hand and in. 2-pointer. Just what they needed.
That's what it's going to take down the stretch.
Feely has the ball at the top, gets the ball over to Brooks on the left side for Mary Hardin Baylor. Looking around, gets the ball to Hearn at the top of the key. Back over to the left side from the 23, Nathan Stoltz gets it to Hearn at the top. Caleb Caesar playing some good defense on Hearn. Back to Kyle Wright at the top of the key. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Great defense. He drives in the lane. Hearn with the fadeaway three. Where's the, oh boy, that was a rebound we needed to get. Mary Hardin Baylor got it though. Kyle Wright drives the lane. Swings the ball over to Stoltz. Stoltz drives the lane up with his right hand. And good, and the foul.
A lot of shot, banked it off the glass.
Wow.
Gets the bucket, and now will come to the line.
And that was all predicated on that offensive rebound. Gary, they got the great defense by Letourneau. Made him take a hard three-pointer. Missed it. But Mary Hardin Baylor got that offensive rebound, and the good thing happened to finish that offensive sequence. So, number 23, Nathan Stoltz, gets one free throw with 5:48 left in the ball game. The ball is up. Off the back iron, rebound by Christian Adams. Here we go, 71-58. Letourneau's down. 5 minutes, 40 seconds left in the contest. Deontay Jackson brings the ball down, looking for an open man. Brooks playing tough defense on him. Gets the ball over to Richardson, back to the left side, Walker Blaine. Finds Caleb Caesar underneath, Warren Richardson underneath on the right block. Turns, finds Deontay driving, and up Deontay with his left hand. So maybe that is going to get him going, Gary. 71-60, 5:20 left in the contest.
Got to force a few bad shots here and get back in it.
Yes, sir. Brooks has the ball on the right side. Walker Blaine playing defense. Warren Richardson helps out on defense. Oh, Deontay with the steal. Looks up, finds Richardson driving. He goes up high and hard. Boom! Another slam dunk for Warren Richardson.
All of a sudden, a single-digit lead, 71-62.
Here we go. 5 minutes. 5 minutes left in the contest. 9-point lead.
Not over yet.
Ty Prince has the ball. Gets it over to Stoltz at the top, left side. Hands the ball over to Brooks. He finds a cutting Hosea Johnson with a tough fadeaway. Rebound by Christian Adams. Bringing the ball down the left side. See what happens. Surveys the offense. Walker Blaine at the top. Drives, gets the ball back to Christian Adams on the left side. Dribbles to the top. Ty Prince on him defensively. Looking for the open man. Caleb Caesar gets the ball down to Warren Richardson. Get over to Deontay Jackson finds underneath Christian Adams with the slam dunk. What an assist by Deontay Jackson. Folks, we have a 7-point ball game with 4 minutes left.
Wow. What a move. What a way to get back into the ball game.
Johnson gets the ball over to Hearn at the top of the key. Top Prince on the left side. Crowd is really getting into the ball game now. Hearn back at the top, back over to Todd Prince. Warren Richardson checking him. Prince drives in, little fade away, 10-footer and in. He kind of quells the stop right there with a tough shot. 73-64, Mary Hardin Baylor, 9-point lead. 3 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the contest. Deontay has the ball at the top of the key, calling the offensive play out. Gets the ball to Caesar. Warren Richardson has it right hand up, fouled and in.
Great job by Richardson. One-handed shot. He had people hanging all over him. And now he can make it a 3-point play. And a lot of time on that clock.
A lot of time. Yellow Jackets have 17 fouls. Visitors have 6. Ball's up and in. So it makes it a 73-67 ball game with 3:34 left in the contest. Offside, Johnson bringing the ball down. He's their second leading scorer for Mary Hardin with 22 points. Stoltz has the ball at the top of the key. Man-to-man defense by Letourneau Yellow Jackets. Ty Prince has it at the top. Making his moves. Kicks the ball to the left side. Hearn drives the lane. Finds Prince in the corner. 15-footer. And in. Leading scorer with 26 points. 75-67 ball game. 3 minutes, 5 seconds to go. Deontay has the ball. Swings the ball over to Christian Adams. Drives back to the left side. Finds Walker Blaine. Deontay with a big three-pointer. Off the back iron. Rebound, Mary Hardin. Double team. Gets it back over to Hosea Johnson, who gets past the timeline. Sets up the offense. Drives the lane. We have an offensive foul. Mary Hardin back. When he's having trouble getting it going, he missed that three-pointer just now. What does he do? He draws a charge on the other end. Deontay's bringing the ball.
And he
right
has
side.
possession of the basketball.
2:40 left in the ball game. Christian Adams on the right side. Looking for an open man. Gets it to Warren Richardson. He swings it to Walker Blaine. Fight for the ball. Mary Hardin with the big turnover. Steal. All right, Hosea Johnson setting up the offense for Mary Hardin Baylor. Ty Prince has it on the right side. Warren Richardson checking him on defense. Back over to Stoltz at the top. Swings it to Ohio Johnson on the left side. Caleb Caesar playing defense on Johnson. We have a foul call. Looks like it's going to be on Caleb Caesar. And it looks like it's going to be a 1-and-1 situation going forward for both teams. With 2 minutes, 13 seconds left in the contest. We have Kyle Wright coming in for Hearn. Hosea Johnson, 1-and-1. Here's the first shot. It's up and good. Makes the score 76-67. 9-point lead.
And can push it back to a 10-point lead with a free throw here.
Yes, second shot is up and in. 77-67, 2 minutes, 10 seconds left. Deontay bringing the ball down the right side. Look for the three. Passes up to Caleb Caesar, over to Warren Richardson up top. Walker Blaine has it on the left side. Swing pass over to Christian Adams. Looks at the three, gets it back down to Warren Richardson. Makes a move. Gets it back to Deontay, who drives the lane. Goes up with his right hand, and it's in. 69-77. Stranger things have happened. Here we go.
Time running out, though. You got to get some buckets in a hurry. A minute 40 to go.
Ty Prince at the top. He gets it over to Stoltz on the right side. Hosea Johnson has it, drives the lane. Foul called on Caleb Caesar. I missed that, but I'm a little bit further away than the official. So it's going to be 2 shots for Hosea Johnson.
Well, the only choice Letourneau has is to force him to the free throw line.
And that's it. You know, hopefully they'll miss a free throw or two. You can get the rebound. Come down and score. First shot is up for Johnson. And in. He's been pretty automatic the second half at the free throw line. 78-69. Mary Hardin Baylor. Second shot is up and in. So it makes it a 10-point lead. Have a timeout on the court. 79-69. Mary Hardin Baylor.
Back right after this. You got to make quick points and hope for a couple of turnovers here late.
Yes, sir. So here we go. Christian Adams bringing the ball in. Gets it, Deontay. Looks like Mary Hardin-Baylor is going to put a little token pressure on the team to try to milk the clock a little bit. Deontay down the left side. Looks at the offense, swings the ball over to Christian Adams, over to Caleb Caesar. Walker Blaine up for a three and misses. Rebound, Mary Hardin-Baylor. Kyle Wright hots out on the right side. There's a trap over to Brooks on the left side. Ty Prince, they get it across the timeline just in time. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Ty Prince has it at the top. Walker Blaine checking him on defense. Prince drives the lane and an easy lay-ins. Makes the score 81-69. Mary Hardin-Baylor. Deontay bringing the ball down. Right side. Warren Richardson fires up a three. Just off the back iron. Rebound, Mary Hardin-Baylor. Hosea Johnson bringing the ball down. Walker Blaine. Christian Adams looking for the trap. There's the pass over to Stoltz. Mary Hardin-Baylor's just happy to just run the clock now.
Yeah, they're spreading the offense, 4-point offense.
He's fouled, and that's going to be 2-shot bonus now the rest of the way for Mary Hardin-Baylor. 10 fouls. It'll be 2 shots for number 23, Nathan Stoltz.
Well, Devontae getting a slow start, that hurt a little bit. And
it did. Stoltz with the first free throw up and short. With 34 seconds left in the ball game. Needless to say, though, it's been a good game for the crowd to watch tonight. Second shot is up and good. 82, Mary Hardin-Baylor, 69, our Yellow Jackets. Caleb Caesar on the floor, Christian Adams, Deontay Jackson, Walker Blaine, and Warren Richardson. Ball comes down. Deontay bringing the ball down the middle, drives the lane, goes up with his right hand and in. Kind of caught fire here in the second half. Long pass for Mary Hardin-Baylor. Up with the right-handed layup. And number 11, Luke Freely, puts it in to make it an 84-71 ball game. 20 seconds to go. Deontay bringing the ball down. Drives the lane up on Prince. Left hand in. Good. 84-73, 17 seconds to go. There's no quit in him, that's for sure. There's a foul on by Caleb Caesar.
Well, Deontay got it going, but a little bit too late.
A little bit too late.
In fact, he may end up in double figures.
He may.
Remember, it was, 7 minutes left when he finally scored.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we have Warren has 21, Deontay has 12, Christian Adams 17. But it's been all in the last 2-3 minutes. He's put in some buckets. 15.2 seconds left on the clock. 84, Mary Hardin-Baylor. 73, Letourneau. 2 shots for Freely, and he makes his first one. Second free throw is up. And good for Luke Feely. It makes the score 86-73. 12 seconds to go. Deontay bringing the ball down. Right side up with a 2-point shot. Off the mark. Ty Prince with the rebound. With 5 seconds to go. Looks like that's going to be the ball game, folks.
And that'll be it. 86-73 the final. Mary Hardin-Baylor. And remember, they led most of the game, most 90.